everybody, welcome back. We've got a cook-along tonight, which I'm really excited about because I know that lots of you were asking about stir fry. So I've worked on it, and I have to say, I was a little nervous about the stir fry function because I hadn't used it. So I love being pushed to use new things, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'd used it before just for onions and things like that, but I'd never done an actual stir fry. So I'm really excited to be able to show you this one tonight. So it's a really quick and fast recipe. So it will be dinner on the table in about 12 minutes from now. So it is a really fast recipe. My tip is, if your family is not ready to eat in 12 minutes or you haven't cooked your rice yet, hold off on cooking your stir fry, because I always find that the best stir fry is served straight out of the pot nice and hot rather than it sitting there for a while. So if you're not quite ready, take notes, cook it in half an hour or whenever you are ready. But it's absolutely going to be an absolute winner, and I will never use a fry pan to do my stir fry ever again. Okay, so we're going to start in just a couple of minutes. I'll give you all a chance to jump on. We've got Rose there answering questions if you've got questions as well. So thank you, Rose, for that, and make sure that you let us know where you're from. Give us ideas of other things you want to see, because it was all of you saying you wanted to see stir fry that got us on to doing the stir fry. So let us know what you want to see, and we'll jump on there and do that for you. If you missed it what's today? It was 2 days ago. I did a special on some Christmas gifting. So if you didn't see that, make sure you jump back on and have a look, because we've got all the recipes up there for you now as well. So if you've tried those, I'd love to know if you've tried any of them yet. I've already been requested to make Rocky Road for the neighbours for Christmas, so they're all like, oh my gosh, you have to make that for us. So really great, easy things to do for Christmas, and they look amazing and they taste amazing and they're fresh, and you know what's going on and what's in them and all of that as well. So I think we'll get started. I've probably given you all enough time to jump on. Like I said, let us know where you're watching from tonight. Let us know if you're cooking live. Let us know if you're waiting. I know WA 3 hours behind us, so it's probably a little early for dinner. It's probably closer to lunchtime for you at the moment. So I'm going to start by popping some olive oil in the bottom of my bowl. So I did suggest to you in the recipe that you just cut your onion just nice thin strips, nice and easy. So pop in your onion, and I've also popped in there my ginger and my garlic to fry off there as well. So I just realised I've forgotten my spatula, so I'll get my trusty assistant to go to the drawer over there and grab me one out. So I'm going to get started with this one. So we've got that in there, we've got it ready to go. We've got our onion, our garlic, our ginger, and some olive oil on the bottom there. It's in that drawer, darling. She's very clever. Just lift something up. You have to actually lift things up. Okay. Oh, don't worry. I tricked her. It was in the other drawer. I take it back. Poor thing. Aren't I horrible to her? Okay. So there we go. We've got that in, and I'm going to get started. So I've set the machine up. Now, take off your cap. Stir fry, no cap. You don't want a cap for that. So is my machine lit up there? No. Okay, so you can see here, when we go into the cooking program, you can then go into the stir fry function. Okay, the stir fry function will come up with 7 minutes. It'll come up with automatic speed, and it'll also come up at 160 degrees. But for this recipe, I actually do drop the temperature down to 140, so I'll just do that. And I do that because I just found that 160 was just a little bit hotter than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to drop that down just to 140, but it's still nice and hot. And what I love, and what I it's the whole induction heating, is how quickly this starts to sizzle. So in a minute, I'll get you to come over. Once it starts to sizzle, I'll let you know. But I just love that it does that. So you'll notice what we're going to do is we're going to run this. So I've left it there for the 7 minutes, but I'm going to run it just for 2. So my trusty assistant's going to give me a wave when we're down to 5 minutes, and I'm going to add my meat. Okay, so I just like to get that onion fried off first. So we'll get that happening. Now, automatic speed, it'll just spin every now and then. So it's kind of like not a 1A and not a 2A, but it's kind of just got its own little thing going on in there. So we'll let that go for those couple of minutes. And then I'm going to show you something that you might not have seen yet, or you may have seen. Okay, do you want to come over and see if you can hear this? I don't know, you can see that steam coming out already, but I don't know whether you can hear that crackling and that simmering and that frying off. Okay, so we'll get that going. Oh, yum. I've just got one little bit that I'm just, oh, hear that. I'm just going to scrape that little bit down because I want that onion all happening. Okay, so we'll just keep that going. Yes, so after the 2 minutes, what I've done is I've actually, and again, we put it in the ingredients list, is I've pre-marinated my meat. I find that it just gives it that better flavour. If you don't have time, that's okay. I've chosen to add just some soy sauce, some oyster sauce and some hoisin sauce. You can add some red wine if you've got some. You can add, there's so many things you can add to a marinade, and it's a great way to sort of go through the fridge and see what you've got. If anyone's got any other ideas of what they put in their marinade, please share that with us because it's always good to get new things from people as well. And then we're going to pop that meat in just a second. Okay, so we're down to 5 minutes to go yet? Almost. Just checking that she doesn't forget to tell me. Okay, so as soon as this is at the 2 minutes, I'm going to get you to come straight over and have a look at how we're frying. So we're at 2 minutes, it's gone. Okay, so come back here and then have a look at what's going on in here with the stir fry. I hope you can hear that. And it's starting to smell amazing. If you wanted to stir fry your onions a little bit longer, that's up to you, but I'm just doing it for a couple of minutes. Oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm cooking in a fry pan. Okay, so then I'm just going to add my meat while that's all still sizzling. Oh, listen to that. It sounds exactly like you're cooking in a fry pan. Okay, so we want all those beautiful juices in there like that. Okay, and then we're just going to get that going again. Now, if you wanted to do chicken instead of beef, you absolutely can, but I would be putting my vegetables in now at the same time. Okay, so I did find when I did chicken, now also too, I'm using just the normal blade. I'm not using the dough hook or anything like that. I'm just using the normal blade that comes with the machine. So if you wanted to do chicken, do your chicken at the same time as your veggies. So rather than giving that meat sort of that 5 minutes to cook, just pop it all in together and you'll be right. Okay, so we're just frying that up. Oh, it just looks so good. Looks so amazing. And again, that's going to start to sizzle and get everything going again for us as well. So the next step is our veggies. Now the great thing again with stir fry is it's a really good fridge clean out kind of meal. It's a really easy meal to do. Doesn't matter you know, what you put in it, it's completely up to you. So, you know, live dangerously. If you want to add cubed pumpkin or something, you'd just, you know, pre-cook it a little bit first so that it cooks in time. But anything, if you want to do a Thai marinade and add some coriander or, you know, there's so many different things that you can do. So we're just going to get that cooking along for our 5 minutes and then we'll add all our veggies. So I've just got some zucchinis, I've got some carrots, I've got broccoli, I've got capsicum, I've got some baby corn and some champignons, snow peas, so basically whatever, anything that you've got, anything that you want. If you've got picky people, then obviously, so if, you know, I have one child that will eat carrot and broccoli and that would be absolutely it. So we'll be picking the other things out later. But yeah, it makes it nice and easy when you've got everyone that eats the same. But also too, if you want to do whatever it is that you need to do. Now, I will tell you, next Wednesday, we have a Facebook Live, and it is going to be run by David Bitton. And David is our French chef ambassador. So he does amazing recipes. We did some amazing Christmas recipes last year with David, and he's going to be doing some amazing ones again on Wednesday night. So make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock. David will be doing that with us. Or he'll be doing it from his house, from his kitchen, and we're really excited to see those recipes because they always are amazing. Because he is an actual chef, I'm just a cook, so you'll find that they're just next level. So we're looking forward to that with David. So make sure you tune in next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So this mustn't have too long to go. But you see with the stir fry, sometimes it sort of sits for a couple of minutes before it turns, and other times it sits for like 30 seconds and then it turns. So it really is completely different to doing an expert mode or a 1A mode or anything like that. So we'll just get that nearly done down to our 5 minutes, I'm thinking. Close, 2 minutes to go. So now it means I get to keep talking. You must be sick of me by now. Twice this week. Okay. So we'll get that going. I should have cooked my rice already, but I didn't. But that's okay. I actually usually have my stir fry without rice, to be honest. So I don't really think of cooking rice. But do you know those little rice things you can put in the microwave as well? I've just worked out they're great for children that are home alone because they can just pop it in 40 seconds. Voila, you've got rice. Such a good standby and backup. Okay, we're nearly there. I'll get you to come in just a second, have a little look as that beeps. So we must be close to our 2 minutes. So we're nearly there. Now, I'm going to show you in just a minute. I'm going to wait till I get my veggies on. But I wanted to just explain to you our new extra large stainless steel bowl. So most of you have probably seen it because you do follow us on everything with our Magimix Facebook pages. I think I've seen it mentioned on the tips and tricks page as well. So it's a really good one. And I just wanted to give you sort of the rundown on how it works and what it comes with, basically. You know how it works because it's the same, just a bigger size. So we'll go through that in just a second. And we'll get our veggies in. So if you've got questions, make sure you're asking them. This is your chance to get us live and for us to answer all those questions for you. Give us ideas of what you want to see. Give us a wave, give us a hello. Let me know if you're cooking along with us, all those things, because we really like to know what you're all doing and what you're up to. So remember, I said if you are doing chicken, put your chicken and veg in at the same time for the 5 minutes and then just check your chicken. You may need to do another couple of minutes, but that's completely up to you. I'll leave that to you. So we must be close. It must be nearly done. 5, 4, 3, 2, no. Okay. And we're going to beep. 3, 2, 1. Just guessing. Okay. So come and have a look at how beautifully this is coming together. Look at that. And it's stir frying absolutely beautifully. And you want that juice in there as well. I love that juice that comes on in with the veggies and everything as well. So I'm going to add all of my veggies straight into there. Like so. And we're just going to get that straight back on. So this time though, I'm going to actually drop it down to 5 minutes. So leave it at 140, leave it on your automatic speed, but I'm just going to run that for 5 minutes. But I want to actually, if you want to, actually no, come in and have a look, because you can see, you saw how I threw everything in, but you can see on that very first stir how that's already mixed everything together beautifully. So it's really started to bring it all together. So it's going to get all of your veggies. You're not going to end up with veggies sitting on the top that don't cook. It will cook everything together absolutely beautifully. So I'm going to keep my veggie bowl so I can serve that up. Now, the extra large stainless steel bowl. So for those of you that have not seen it, and I'd love to know if anyone watching has purchased it yet. I'm loving it. I'm loving it this time of year because this is when you start to see more people. I was just on the phone actually with a friend trying to work out what, when we were both free, and it's getting a bit crazy. We're seriously into silly season now. So this is a really great one to be able to use. So basically the extra XL bowl is 4.8 litres in total capacity. Okay, so this one here is 3.5. So you can probably see, as I sort of sit them next to each other, that there's quite a bit of difference. Now the great thing with the bowl is that it fits on the machine. It's designed to fit on the machine. This is the lid that you use. So it doesn't come with a lid because you've already got the lid for the machine, okay? So you don't need, it's all sort of, and that's what I love, is that they've got it to be able to be the same size. The capacity for actually cooking in is 3.8 litres, so this is 2.5, so you've got another 1.3 litres to play with in terms of your food capacity. It comes with a great cookbook that I actually might get someone to grab if it's just there. It might not be, I can't remember. It is there. Beautiful. So, thank you. My arms just aren't long enough. It comes with this beautiful cookbook that we've tried and we've tested, and we've added some of our own recipes into as well. So there's some beautiful recipes in there. So let me just show you. We've got the pumpkin soup. Now, this pumpkin soup will feed 12 people easily in this extra large bowl. So it's all written out there for you. We've also got one of my favourites, which is a basic risotto, But then I've added in there how to turn it into mushroom risotto. That is my favourite risotto because it's the one I then make into arancini balls. So another great entertainer in summer. Arancini balls are great to be able to do in summer as well because you can pop it into the freezer, your mixture, and then just roll them when you need them. So I always have mushroom risotto in my freezer ready to roll into arancini balls. Squeeze of lemon, bit of salt and pepper if you want. Amazing with a salad. And again, that makes the hugest bowl of risotto, so it's amazing. It also comes then with the steamer. So that steamer is huge compared to the steamer that comes with our baby, I could almost call her, because she's, you know, looks so little compared to this one. Comes with the level in there as well, so you can do 2 rows. Imagine how much of the meatball recipe that I do we could actually do in here. That would be amazing. Now, the thing that I really love about this bowl is that it comes with a the dough hook. Okay, so if you don't have a dough hook, you're going to get one in your XL bowl. Okay, so that's $150 on its own to buy the dough hook. Okay, so it comes with that as well. So it is a fantastic addition. It's a fantastic thing to be able to add into your collection of everything that you've got, so that you do have the opportunity then not only just to have the XL bowl, but to have 2 bowls. So quite often, you know, I've done something in one, or I want to do, you know, like a frozen dessert at night, but my machine's all hot because I've used it to cook stir fry or something. So you've got a chilled, ready to go bowl, clean, done, easy. So it's a really great way to be able to swap in between when you're doing lots of cooking, especially at this time of year, crazy season. Also, too, you could have your frozen desserts going while people are still eating out of your other bowl, so you've got that option as well. But it does come with the cookbook, 17 recipes in there as well, so that you do have those. What else do we have in there? Smoothies. We've got a baguette recipe. So I did in this recipe 1 kilo of flour, so it made 8 baguettes. You can actually do up to 1.6 kilos of flour, and I have tested it in this machine, which I just think is absolutely mind-blowing. So if you wanted to do something like a big batch of dough, so that you could use, like I think if anyone's seen it, I did before, where I used some of it for pizza bases, I used some of it for baguettes, and I used some of it for cheese and bacon scrolls. So it gave me the opportunity to be able to make that huge batch of dough in one go. The proving process is exactly the same in here. It is amazing. You'll be mind blown at how full that bowl is and how much dough you've got going on there. Okay, so come on in. Are you ready? Now this has just been cooking for another 5 minutes. I'm just super excited and impressed. How good does that look? So you can see when you look at like my zucchini, you can see that that's cooked, okay? If you've got veggies that you think, oh no, it needs a little bit longer, 2 more minutes, absolutely max. No more than 2 more minutes or you're going to absolutely ruin it. But it is, to me, cooked absolutely perfectly. So we've just done dinner. It's 17 minutes past 6 and I'm done. I've cooked along, you've cooked along, and we've finished this bad boy. Look at it. So now I'm just going to serve it up. Is this like the quickest recipe ever? And there is nothing bad in here for you. There's everything in here is absolutely amazing. I like the juice. If you've got your rice, pour that juice. Oh, yum. We are done. Come on in, have a look. Stir fry. On the go, ready to go. Dinner, fabulous. Voila. Picture perfect, isn't it? Look at that colour. Superb. Well, that was the quickest cook-along I've ever done. That was the quickest dinner I've ever made. I'm so impressed by this. So hopefully this helped all of you that were asking for us to do stir fry. It is an amazing, I was really, to be honest, quite blown away at how amazing this stir fry looked. And how well it came together. So thanks for watching. Thanks for giving me 18 minutes of your time. I really appreciate it. I hope that you cooked and that you loved it and that you've worked out now that this is another function you can use on your machine. And don't forget, tune in Wednesday night, 6 o'clock for some amazing Christmas meal ideas from David. So thank you everyone for watching.